We're going to be talking about Take Control of Your Health and Escape the Sickness Industry by Elaine Hollingsworth. Sinner, season 2. And
it's Halloween. How can you tell?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I even put the socks on over the Raggedy Andy pants, so you can see the socks.
Down a bit.
Yeah, they're both the same type of socks,
yes.
although looking slightly different. So yeah, so you had to wear the sweater, but
yeah, I thought it'd be more comfortable.
Yeah, like who wants to catch a cold this time of year? People go around thinking you got COVID.
But I'm pretty.
Welcome to the crowd.
I'm
Spreading
delighted.
it around. Sorry.
I'm delighted that it's Halloween and we're able to dress like it's inside.
Yeah, oftentimes on Halloween it's kind of slushy and mushy.
I don't keep my house very warm.
17 and a half, is that what
this
we've
year
been
it's
keeping
17
at this?
and a half. I was trying for 16 and that was too cold. So I have to be able to get things done, and when my hands are too cold holding a book outside the covers, it's just too cold. So I'd reviewed season 3 of this The Sinner before, and I said that I hadn't seen it before, but in fact I had seen the first season. I just didn't care for it. But this season 2 is
yeah, we saw it recently actually. I'm surprised you kind of forgotten about it.
Yeah.
I remember it. I kind of like this guy. He's got a gravelly voice. I think he was in a long time ago on Mulholland Drive. It might have been someone different, but that's one thing that I wanted to check yesterday when we were out checking stuff out.
Oh, you wanted to check him?
Yeah, I wanted to see, if my guess is a relatively good one or whatever.
James drinking cabbage juice, just green cabbage, and we're both eating these vegan burgers.
Yeah. With
I'm having cranberry
pleasure.
juice. I'm gonna put the cranberry pulp in my next burger recipe.
This is cabbage, you said?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa! Cranberry is so sour. It's actually easier. God. It's easier for me to drink rutabaga juice or cabbage juice and drink that stuff. It's so bad. Anyway, okay.
A lot of these power juices, I gotta have something to eat right afterwards.
What were those grapes called?
I can't remember. They're pretty
There's
memorable.
something like Sweet Carnival or something like that. And they actually taste like cotton candy. If you only eat like 2. If once you eat more, then they kind of taste a bit tart or whatever. But if you just eat a couple of them, they're pretty good.
They seem to last pretty well too. Impressive.
But I got them because they were $1 a pound.
That's
And
impressive. Wow.
The bag, I mean, there's no signs that it's there. When things are in this country, when things are organic or not genetically modified, they're labeled as such. So this had no such labeling,
Well, they got no
and
seeds.
they taste like cotton candy. So, yeah. But
there's more than a few things weird going on about them, but who knows?
But they were cheap.
I hope, trust, and
don't
pray
have a
they're
lot of
not
money.
Roundup ready. No.
And the way I figure it is I would rather, even if I had more money coming in, I would rather save that money in my wiser, older age. I think I'd rather save the money and pay for maybe not organic food, just so that I could buy a farm and grow my own organic food. I'd rather put the money that way. Because otherwise you remain trapped in the system.
You can set your own standards
Yes.
instead of somewhat artificial standards being set for what's
Yeah.
organic, what isn't.
Which I don't know. I don't know about it, but like I read things like this and I go, yeah, she looks great for her age. Wow, 76? Oh. But I think, take control of your health, escape the sickness industry, and she's the director of some
Hypocritical.
health. Yeah.
No, Hippocrates and being
Yeah.
on parallel.
That is, yeah. But some health center in Australia, and I'm like, okay, so escape what sickness industry? From one into another? Like, I mean, she's profiting off of people's health dollars or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to read the notes. This one's 9th edition from 2005. And I guess you have to buy this online, but I got it from the library book sale a while ago. Mm-hmm. And apparently they're having another book sale right now, even though it's a pandemic, but they've done it differently. So they've filled bags for you. So basically it's like a grab bag you're buying. You don't know what's in it. You just go, okay, I like horror genre, and buy a bag of horror genre. It's cheap anyway.
$1 per book, is that how it works out?
Well, yeah, they say that they have at least 10 books in each bag, and the bags are $10, and it's not even that expensive really because the bags themselves, they're those
they're good bags.
Library courier bags so they're probably worth more than $10 on their own. Who knows? I can look into it, but
anyway, I haven't been rushing down.
No. Page 11. Under normal thyroid hormone can cause symptoms: exhaustion, allergies, chronic viral illnesses, severe light sensitivity, menstrual problems, constipation, cold extremities, infertility, inability to lose weight, headaches, migraines, diabetes, skin diseases, anemia, etc. Extremely high cholesterol can be caused by it also. Page 12. Pollution, tobacco, smoke, plastics, etc. damages thyroid. Oestrogen suppresses the thyroid gland. Sodium fluoride in drinking water inhibits thyroid. Stress damages our glands. High vitamin C and PABA inhibit the gland. So does aspirin and other medications. Heavy grain consumption suppresses thyroid. Eating lots of soy causes thyroid illness. Page 13. First thing in morning, while in bed, take your temperature. Repeat 3 consecutive mornings. If your temperature is 36.4 to 36.8 degrees Celsius, your thyroid is functioning well. If below, you need to work on it. Page 14. A healthy thyroid gland needs all 9 thyroid hormones. Calcitonin is produced by the parathyroid. It removes calcium from the blood and puts it into bones. Page 17. Vitamin A plays a key role in thyroid health. Low function thyroid often have symptoms of low pore absorption of vitamin A, such as night blindness. The carotenes in plant foods aren't converted into vitamin A in those with low thyroid function. Maca root helps thyroid. Cabbage, turnips, cauliflower, mustard greens, and kale contain progoitrin, which inhibits thyroid function. Brussels sprouts, walnuts, peanuts, radishes, and oestrogen also suppress thyroid. Polyunsaturated fat interferes with thyroid hormone. Coconut promotes thyroid function. Page 22. Small earlobes close to head are a sign of low adrenal function. Page 24. Oestrogen dominance increases risk of breast and uterine cancer, PMS, fibroids, heavy periods, and clots. Page 25. Carb loading leads to glycogen depletion. Protein replenishes glycogen. Exercise. Page 33. When levels of aldosterone are too low, loss of sodium and water can contribute to dizziness. Main symptoms of low adrenal reserve. Dehydration. When levels are too high, it causes low circulating potassium, which causes confusion, hallucinations, anxiety, irritability, extreme fatigue, and muscle weakness. Page 33. Virtually. I don't like the word virtually in books. I always make note of it. It makes me not trust the person who's writing when I see it. Page 40. Lemon juice and vinegar can exacerbate Candida albicans. People with low HCl take apple cider vinegar 30 minutes before meal. Page 41. Low production of HCl and pepsin is associated with hardened arteries, high cholesterol, high triglycerides, high blood pressure, and obesity. Avoid sugar, grains, stress. Take vitamin D, acidophilus, digestive enzymes. Acid suppression promotes bacterial overgrowth, which promotes carcinogenic nitrosamine compounds. GERD is caused by too little acid. Page 45. Additives that always contain MSG. Plant protein extract, MSG, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, hydrolyzed plant protein, calcium and sodium caseinate, yeast extract, textured protein, autolyzed yeast, hydrolyzed oat flour, malt extract. Frequently contains MSG, malt extract, malt flavorings, bouillons, stock flavoring, natural flavorings, natural beef or chicken flavorings, seasonings, and spices. May contain MSG or other excitotoxins, carrageenan, enzymes, soy protein concentrate, soy protein isolate, whey protein concentrate. Page 51. NutraSweet works well as ant poison. Page 56. Citric acid is not produced from citric fruit, but from the fermentation of sugar. The remaining protein is hydrolyzed, creating free glutamic acid, which produces neurotoxins when combined with dietary protein. Cysteine amino acid is an excitotoxin. Sanova, an antimicrobial spray approved by the FDA, spray on meat, vegetables, fruit. Soy naturally contains glutamate and glutamine, excitotoxins. She put virtually again, page 59. 63. Sulfur used to keep dried fruit from browning. 65. For 30 years, flour was bleached with nitrogen trichloride, a central nervous system poison. Now bleaching is done with ammonia, alum, gypsum, and chlorine dioxide. Page 65. Wheat seeds are treated with mercury poison. Cyanogen gas is sprayed on them in storage bins. Bakers use mycoban or calcium propionate, which destroys the enzyme needed to assimilate calcium. Many ingredients may be in bread, but not listed. Page 68. As for women, the higher the cholesterol, the longer they lived. Any lowering of LDL will increase cancer risk. Page 72. Linoleic acid constricts blood vessels and promotes hypertension. It's associated with serotonin-dependent disorders such as migraine. She thinks flax oil and all polyunsaturated oils are bad. Canola oil is associated with fibrotic lesions of the heart. It causes vitamin E deficiency, undesirable changes in blood, platelets, and shortened lifespan in stroke-prone rats. It retards growth. Making margarine, hexane, and carbon tetrachloride are used as solvents. Traces remain. Hydrogen gas bubbles over a nickel catalyst to saturate the fat. The goop is bleached and deodorized. Then artificial flavors, dyes, and preservatives are added. Page 82. Our skeletons are constantly breaking down and regenerating. Women's bone loss goes up 5% a year. Men don't have this bone loss due to their retained sex hormones. Sugar leaches minerals and vitamins when our system detoxes and eliminates it. If you eat sugar, you lose calcium. Thyroid meds stimulate osteoclast activity. Only natural porcine thyroid hormones are safe for your bones. Page 84. Heavy caffeine consumption doubles your need for calcium. 3 cups of coffee a day increases osteoporosis risk by 82%. Phosphoric acid in soft drinks combine with calcium in the body and they're excreted in urine. There are 5 teaspoons of sugar in every cup of soda. Sugar, caffeine, lecithin, and oxalic acid are all in chocolate, and they all cause calcium loss. Also in chocolate, theobromine causes genetic damage. Page 85. Alcohol lowers intestinal absorption of calcium. It damages liver, which stops the metabolic process that supplies your body with vitamin D, which is necessary for calcium use. Alcoholics have 10 times the risk of osteoporosis. Jeez. Smokers have up to 30% less bone mineral content than non-smokers. Cadmium in tobacco smoke interferes with new bone formation. Estrogen levels and vitamin C are decreased by tobacco smoke, and those things are essential for calcium absorption. Page 86. If you don't eat salt, you'll get adrenal exhaustion. But if you eat too much salt, you'll excrete calcium. Calcium in dairy products is altered by pasteurization and homogenization in a state which cannot be used by our body to build bones. Instead, it's deposited along the insides of blood vessels and causes arteriosclerosis, or deposited in joints, which causes arthritis. It causes mucus, which leads to colds, flu, asthma, can lead to steroid overuse, which leads to bone demineralization. Oxidized cholesterol is added to powdered milk, so powdered milk is even worse than other dairy. Pasteurization destroys 34 enzymes in milk, making it indigestible. When large amounts of calcium supplements are taken, the body turns off its production of vitamin D and stops the bone remodeling process. Calcium tablets can suppress the thyroid gland. The Japanese only consume 400 milligrams per day of calcium. The symptoms of calcium overdose: anxiety, muscle cramping, migraine, heart flutter, eyelid twitch, leg cramps, and constipation. Page 90. Don't take calcium supplements
That's
from
excess
bone meal.
calcium, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I've had all of those.
Well, you would, given your cancer.
Yep. Multiple myeloma.
It can be heavily contaminated with lead and pesticides. Dolomite is also dangerous. Often contains aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, and lead. X-ray. Bones appear thicker after fluoride treatment, but they are softer and fracture more easily. Page 93. People taking pharmacologic strength cortisone drugs over a long period will definitely develop osteoporosis. Contraceptive drugs are bad for bones. Norplant increases risk of blood clots and cardiovascular disease, like all synthetic progesterone. It also interferes with thyroid function. Page 99. Build bones by getting out in the sun. She says sunbathe between 10 and 3 for 10 to 15 minutes per side. James and I don't think that. We go out early in the morning.
Hike.
Yeah, we'll have a whole hike, and don't lay around.
That'll help build up your bones.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but we do put our mushrooms out in the sun during those hours. So we hike in the morning, and then we get plenty of sun.
Mushrooms with a suntan.
In the suntan.
Really great. Yeah.
Page 103. Beta-carotene is a precursor of vitamin A. Those who have trouble metabolizing vitamin A may take it to help. Page 105. Vitamin K is essential for bone calcification. Those who have trouble digesting fat are unable to absorb and use potassium. Vitamin K. Aspirin destroys K. Spinach, pea sprouts, cabbage, broccoli, wheatgrass, chlorophyll for vitamin K. Fermented foods contain K. Mac is good for bone building. Page 107. The bone matrix made of protein determines 30% of bone strength. Page 108. Boron is required for bone maintenance. Within 8 days of supplementation, women lost 40% less calcium and 33% less magnesium through urine. They also had blood levels of estradiol 17B, the most active estrogen form, that doubled levels found in women in oestrogen replacement therapy. Testosterone levels were also double. 109. Boron decreases arthritis pain and swelling, which is good to know. Boron removes other elements such as fluoride from our circulatory system. Boron is richest in vegetable fruit such as grapes, maybe not these ones, apples, dates, peaches, almonds, hazelnuts, not from Australia because their soil is depleted. Dr. Noonan says it's safe to use borax powder, 6 milligrams a day. Wet a finger, put it in borax, lick it off twice a day. And she does that. Manganese sources: vegetable, fruit, hazelnut, pecan, seaweed, avocado, oats, whole wheat, and buckwheat. Phytates in grain interfere with manganese absorption, so they must be soaked and sprouted. Zinc needed to develop collagen, required for calcium to form bone. Dr. J.W. Ray says there's no point in taking in any nutrients without niacin. Vasodilation carries nutrients to cellular level. Niacin protects us from radiation. B6 promotes collagen repair. Some people suffer from insomnia. You can have my burger if you want. From B12 supplementation. Page 114. Vitamin C supplements gave her cystitis, bladder infection. Exercise improves blood circulation to bones.
What gave her cystitis?
Isometric example, weight-bearing exercise builds bones.
Okay, there we go.
Page 115, cooking kills food enzymes. Page 116, onions inhibit bone resorption. Eat vegetables to prevent osteoporosis. Page 120, prolonged ingestion of soy causes cancer, destroys bone, messes with our hormones. Page 122, 100 grams of soy protein has the oestrogenic equivalent to 1 contraceptive pill, according to the Swiss Health Service. Drinking soy during pregnancy can cause a failure to produce breast milk. Soy absorbs aluminum from the soy. The American Academy of Pediatrics Committee on Nutrition reports that aluminum in breast milk is 4 to 65 Ng per milliliter. Soy-based formulas contain 600 to 1300 Ng per milliliter. Ms. Gerson wrote, soybeans contain hemagglutinin, a clot-promoting substance that causes red blood cells to clump together, which impairs the oxygen absorption capability. Page 126. The phytic acid in soy impairs absorption of all minerals, especially calcium. Soy protein isolate contains 38 petroleum compounds, increases vitamin E, K, D, B12, which are required. 141. Fibroid tumors like breast fibrosis are a product of oestrogen dominance. Castor oil packs used 3 to 5 times a week over 3 to 6 months will help shrink fibroids. Wet 2 to 4 layers cotton flannel with oil, place on abdomen and cover with plastic, then hot water bottle. Wrap towel, leave in place for 1 hour. Fewer than 0.5% of fibroids become cancerous.
So it's a change of page. You just might want to see a bird feeding on one of your apples in the apple tree there. Do you see him?
Is it the blue jay? Because he was here yesterday.
It looks smaller than the blue jay. So do you see where that apple is swinging in there?
Oh, yes, I do.
You see the bird? Oh, he saw you.
I scared him just by looking.
Yeah. He was having a great deal of fun with that apple.
Celery and juniper treat incontinence. Dr. Lee, what your doctor may not tell you about menopause. Page 157. Natural progesterone protects against fibrocytic breasts, helps use fat for energy as a natural antidepressant, restores sex drive, normalizes blood sugar levels, protects against endometrial cancer, etc. Page 164. Promensil, an extract of red clover, is advertised as a menopausal aid, but she thinks it's dangerous. Remifemin from black cohosh is also bad, she says. Cordell's phytofem seems even worse. She says all besides the ones she suggests are dangerous. Page 167. Vaginal suppository, coconut oil, vitamin E, A, inserted at night. That just sounds like a bad idea to me. I don't think people should be sticking anything up there unless, anyway, that doesn't sound natural to be putting things. Anyway, page 168. The remedy for vaginal dryness and thinning of skin most often prescribed by physicians is oestriol suppositories. Carcinogenic? Commercial lubricant and lubricated condoms are carcinogenic and immunosuppressant. And honestly, I don't understand why people think that vaginal dryness is such a big deal. Just don't be putting anything in there. If you hit menopause, and I think that's the body's way of telling you don't need to be doing that anymore. Anyway, page 171. Women's progesterone have protection from heart attacks? I don't know what that means exactly.
Provides.
Yeah. Page 172. Women can be protected from cancer, breast and endometrial ovarian by using progesterone. Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying there. Dr. Pete says LDL is extremely good because it's used as a source for producing progesterone and DHEA. Low cholesterol is correlated with death from cancer. Page 178. Sore breasts are symptoms of estrogen overload. Page 184. Healthy breasts increase vegetables, fruit diet, bananas, figs, raisins, tomato paste. Vitamin D protects breasts. Drink plenty of clean water. 185. Lymph needs to flow to filter out toxins collected in the breasts. Wearing bras prevents optimal lymph flow. Page 186. Some used to put iodine on the cervix and breast lumps would disappear. Avoid sugar, polyunsaturated fat, smoking milk, constipation, antiperspirants. The body purges poison by sweating it out. Most breast cancer occurs in the upper quadrant of breast where the lymph nodes are, which collect toxins. Page 213. Sit on a magnet for a couple hours a day to relieve inflammation of the prostate. I don't really know. Anyway.
Take some vitamin D.
214. ALA flax can increase the risk of developing prostate cancer or speed the existing condition. Flax seeds contain the highest concentration of lignans and of any other food. Can bind to oestrogen sites and produce oestrogenic activity. Avoid soy, sugar, polyunsaturated fat, cereal, milk. Page 225. She's against protein powders. Page 231. Selenium's illegal in Australia?
What?
I don't know. That's what she says.
Because hey,
are they not able to get
Brazil
chia?
nut and you get more than your
you don't
daily dose of selenium apparently. You can get it in sunflower seeds. It's in I suspect a lot of seeds. So It must be supplements or something.
It
like
must
that.
be because I.
You got to be
I have a
careful with
feeling-
it
I
because
don't
it's
know.
going to leach your zinc if you have too much of it.
Yeah,
So.
it decreases lung, prostate, colorectal cancer, detoxes metals, fights autoimmune disorders, activates P53 tumor suppressing gene. Dr. Arthur Furman put water in a Pyrex pan and some in an aluminum pan and boiled it, and then let it cool and put a goldfish in each, and then cooled water. Well, he gave a 1 hour lecture, and by the end of the lecture, the one in the aluminum water was dead. So,
That's kind of boneheaded to do. Like,
yeah, it's not very nice. Just to take a video of maybe one of them, and then don't ever do that again.
Yeah, it never.
Copper is toxic. Glass cookware, titanium, and stainless steel is okay. 323. Take maca to treat menopausal symptoms, osteoporosis, etc. Page 341. Vegetables are the foundation for a diet. Raw is better. She does look lovely.
I don't know if she was 78 when that picture was taken. If it was, she's.
I think 76, but yeah.
76, something like that.
She looks great, but I mean, she's whatever she's doing. She's making her money off people who are trying to get healthy so that she can enjoy her organic healthy diet with all these, like she takes natural I think it was progesterone and thyroid hormone or something like that, and so that's got to run you a bit. And I don't have a lot of respect for people making money to greedily increase their own health consumption by parasiting off of other people who are.
Lord only knows how much he's making. You know, like there's all sorts of parasites that are doing this. So. Yeah, that might have been a picture taken of her when she's 76. You know, they took it from above, so you don't see that her jawline isn't as smooth as it would have been when she was 20 or something like that. But they look as though it looks as though she's taking care of herself. So
I know, and maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe she does provide legitimate services at this health place.
Now you got this book secondhand, right?
Yes,
really cheap at a library book sale. Pauline packs the bag so efficiently.
Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it.
Sometimes we get the books for 20 cents a piece.
It's as good as any of the books by MDs that I've read. Probably better.
Yep.
But I mean, I really wouldn't recommend those either.
Oh my gosh! Sometimes when I see the MD at the end of it, I go, I get kind of creeped out. You know, don't know what university they oftentimes don't specify. You know, like it could be some like Pepperdine University or something like that. Well, they wouldn't offer an MD there. I hope not. But you know, fake MDs and things like that.